Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Online Study for You, one-step solution for all your placement needs. I hope you are extremely well and safe. First of all, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed this channel till now, make sure to subscribe the channel. Also, when subscribing the channel, turn on the bell icon so that you don't miss any update or opportunity from the channel itself. Well, in this video, we are going to discuss something very informative, something very important. So make sure to watch the video till the end. Well, in this video, I'll be discussing the approach, the strategy that you can follow to ace your TCS and QT exam. As you know that TCS and QT is about to approach in the August itself, right? So in this video, I'll be discussing that, okay, these many days are pending, these many days are still remaining. So what sort of strategy you can follow if you haven't started till now? What are the important topics that you should cover? What is going to be the paper pattern? All sort of stuff, like all your doubts that you have in your mind regarding the programming section is going to be covered in this video. And for informative and for cognitive skills part, like it's for aptitude, logical skills, Pratik sir has already made one video, so make sure to check this as well, because in TCS it's not all about the programming, it's about cognitive as well. So every section is having its own written, so that's why it's my recommendation, it's my suggestion to watch that particular video as well and then come to this one, right? So well, first of all, we're talking about the programming, so there is so much confusion, there is so much kind of fear in students mind that, okay, how to prepare, there's so many sections, data structure and so and so. So what topics are important, on what topic I should focus more, what sort of programming questions do TCS ask, is this going to be very difficult, is this going to be from a particular data structure, or what sort of thing? So there are so many doubts in students' minds. That's why we decided to make a video to clarify all your doubts. So let's start with the video. Guys, here's a good news for you. As you all know that your exam are approaching, maybe it's TCS, Wipro, or any other exam. Right. So as you can see, here's my course that is going to be a live classes course that will be very helpful for you. So you can see only few seats are remaining. Still there is chance if you want to be a part of this course. Now talking about this course, so this will be of 1 month, and also the recorded video will be available for 6 months, right? And here I'll be covering basics to advanced. So if you are just a beginner, even then you can be a part of the course. And let me clarify you this thing, that in this course, obviously we are not going to cover any particular programming language. We are going to cover the programming questions that are being asked in the camp. I'll be coding that part in Python, C, C++. Okay, so that every one of you can understand. And basically, according to the approach matters. If approach is clear to you, you can use any programming language to implement the same, right? So timing, obviously, that means 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and start date is 15th of July. So still there's a time. Make sure to be a part of the course, because it's a wonderful opportunity. Here you can see we are just offering all these things, like syllabus is also mentioned here, in just rupees 249 in such a minimal price, so that all of you can afford. So make sure to be a part. And also one more thing that we have done for you, this is something free. So have a look on this. So as you can see right now, on our another YouTube channel that you all must be aware of, that is Naukri for You, right? So here on this channel, we have started a TCS and QT series for you, the coding series for you. As you can see right now, already some videos has been uploaded here, this TCS and QT coding questions that are being discussed here on our YouTube channel, Naukri for You. So make sure to check out these videos. This video will be very helpful for you, because obviously previously asked questions that will guide you about the difficulty level and what sort of questions is going to be asked. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that, okay, exactly questions will be asked, but obviously you'll be able to understand the level of difficulty, right? So make sure to subscribe this channel as well. If you haven't subscribed till now, this is going to be very helpful for you. Also, make sure to have a look on the videos as well. That will be very helpful. So I hope that you have checked out the course that I was talking about, and also you have subscribed our new YouTube channel, that is Naukri for You, where we are continuously uploading thesis and 2D coding videos for you. So now let's understand about the topics that are going to be very important for you for thesis and QT exam, and what sort of questions will be asked. So let's have a look on that. Okay, so as you can see right now, the first of all round, there will be round one, which will be consisting of cognitive part. As if I already told you regarding cognitives, Pixel has already made one video which is properly dedicated to cognitive part. So make sure to check the video, right? And here I'll be discussing about the programming section. So what sort of questions you can expect? Well, if you are clear with your basics, then that is going to be very helpful for you, because most of the technical MCQ, you know that, right? In programming section, we'll be having technical MCQs and a coding part as well. So programming section, you'll be able to clear, you'll be able to score good marks if your basic is clear. Like as you can see right now you can expect the questions from data types like it's float questions. Some basic questions will be there, right? Functions, addition, scope questions, like you know that we have local scope, global scope and all. So these sort of questions, like some output based questions will be there, and they are going to be implemented these concepts, and they are going to check you whether you are aware of these concepts or not, right? And next is recursion. So recursion is very, very important. Obviously, it's not I'm saying that a particular theory-based question you are going to get on them, but an output-based question you'll be getting on these sort of topics, right? Questions on array you can expect. Now, array is very, very important data structure, whether it's for the MCQ part and also for the coding part. Let me tell you, like, oh, in the previous year or recently also the exam that was happening continuously for NQT. So in programming section, in the coding part, they won't ask you very difficult questions. So don't worry about this. Obviously, the question will be tricky. Yes, it will be tricky, but it won't be very difficult. Like if you are thinking that it will be consisting of data structures like it's stack, queue, tree, and all, then you are wrong. No. Obviously, like they will go up to 2D array only and not beyond, right? So if you are clear up to 2D array part, so in the coding, so it's not like they are going to ask you questions, very difficult questions from these sort of data structures. Up to 2D array, you're going to expect the question. Definitely, they are going to ask you. Sometimes, like if talking about, sometimes the question will be just solved using some if-else statements. Yeah, it's just going to be very that easy. Not for everyone, just a random case I'm saying. Obviously, the question will be easy, but language, okay, so language will be very large. It is going to be very lengthy. And what happens that most of the time students just having a look on the language, it's like, okay, this is going to be very difficult question. So don't just judge the level of difficulty of a coding question just by the words that you're able to, just by seeing the length of the question. It's not so. Maybe a case that the question that is of 20 lines, the words consisting of 20 lines question, you are able to code that particular question in just 10 lines or 5 to 6 lines. It can be that easy. So understand the question, understand it. Okay, what are they saying? Sometimes what happens, the company even knows that, okay, students do afraid of these sort of things. So what they do put random extra stuff that is not somehow, that is not even related with your problem. That is what you have to do in the code part. So don't afraid of the code just by seeing the length of the question that is given to you. And like, believe me, if I will show you the question, you will be saying, okay, so this is how it is going to be solved. Like previously, the live batch which I have taken, some questions were there. When I asked the students, okay, is this question very difficult? They were responding, okay, yes, it is difficult. And when I just told them, okay, this is how you have to break it in parts, you have to understand the whole language. And if you're once clear with the question, don't directly jump to the coding part. This is the mistake that students do. They're directly jumping to the coding part. It's not just for TCS, for anything. First of all, understand the question properly, make an approach in your mind. Simply, you can use your copy pen as well. Like, this is how we can solve this question. Coding should be the last thing. First, you have to think about the solution in your own mind, and then you have to implement the same in code terms, right? So this should be your approach. First, understand the question. If obviously the question is not clear to you, you are confused, then no matter how many times you are trying, you won't be able to code it, right? Because obviously the question statement should be clear to you. So never think that a problem is going to be very difficult if the question is very long. This is a kind of trap for you guys. So please don't fall into that trap. Understand the question properly. Like, some questions are there which are able, you'll be able to solve just with simple if-else statement. And if talking about the length of the question, then that will be of 20 to 25 lines. Okay, so most of the students do afraid of that only. Okay, so I just warn you that you don't have to do these sort of things. Well, let's see. Okay, so variables and variables related question you can expect. Also nowadays what happened, like what I've observed, that they do ask some 1 or 2 questions from core subject as well, like a software engineering. Okay, so some data structure related questions, like is obviously they are included in your syllabus as well. As you can see right now, queues, linked list, stacks, oops, trees, right? So although they won't ask you coding question, but yes, MCQs will be there. Like on trees, traversal is their favorite topic. Let me tell you what is their favorite topic. Let me mention this. In tree, आप कुछ देखो या ना देखो, traversal zarur dekhna. It's my recommendation. Like what we have observed, like the proper analysis of the previous year papers and what the questions they have asked, I came to know. Okay, so traversal is very, very important. So the proper understanding of traversal is very much needed. Like, okay, we have pre-order traversal, in-order traversal, post-order traversal. Okay, how you have to traverse through the tree using a specific traversal. Okay, you must be aware of the fact that, okay, in order traversal is always going to give you a sorted result. So these sort of things should be in your mind. If you are not clear with it, obviously you won't be able to solve the problems, because some of the technical MCQs will be like that, where you have to directly write the answer. This can be output related. Okay, so you have to directly write the answer, so you don't have the options even. तो जो आप एक गेस लगाते हो ना कि ठीक है, this one will be the correct answer, so वो option भी आपसे चला जाएगा. So that's why it's very important that you are having the proper understanding of the same. Next, like I already told you, OOPS, they can ask you some theoretical questions based on the OOPS features and all, and OOPS is very, very important. Whenever I do talk about any interview experience or anything, I always focus on OOPS part. So I'm assuming that, okay, that should be clear to each of you. Like in queues, like recently they ask questions from DQ. Now this is also a type of queue. So you should be aware of the, okay, that what is DQ, what are its type, and how they're working. So the question that they asked, it was a theoretical question. But the thing is that if you're not aware of this fact, if you are not aware how DQ functions and all, you won't be able to answer, right? So it's very important for you to understand the functionality. Next on to time complexity. The time complexity, time complexity question is not going to be very difficult, like using master theorem and all. It will be easy only, but yeah, some sort of understanding is obviously needed for this part as well. So what I would recommend is how you can start your preparation. First of all, have a look on the previous year papers, and obviously we have so many videos which are properly dedicated to thesis in beauty on our YouTube channel, that is online study for you. And also we, as I've already mentioned, that we are starting the same. Already few videos has already been uploaded to our new YouTube channel, that is Naukri for you. So you can start the preparation. Still, there is a time if you are dedicatedly preparing towards it. If you're just doing 15 days only, believe me, you will be able to crack. But dedication is needed. Consistency is needed. There is nothing in this world which is impossible. Even failures make it up to the success. But somewhere we lack that consistency that is very much needed. Somewhere we try to become lazy and we are dropping the flow. Like what happened, let me relate you with myself. Like sometimes this happened with me as well. Sometimes we are consistent, we are doing the thing 4 to 5 days, and then suddenly uh, we move towards that lazy phase कि ठीक है नहीं आज नहीं कल करते हैं. So agar still you are possessing the same mentality, then let me tell you, you won't be able to clear it. So a proper dedication is needed. I'm not just talking with reference to TCS and QT, with all the exams. Consistency is very, very important. Right. So these are the important topics. Now start your preparation. Just watch the videos, and also like I already told you that there is one live course available for you, which is going to be start from 15th of July, and that will be taken by me only. So basics to advanced thing will be covered there. So if you want to be a part, obviously the price, that's why we have kept so minimal. That's just 249 so that you all can afford. Right? So if you want to be a part, then obviously you are welcome, and the link for the course is given in the description itself. Right. Otherwise, the videos that we have on our YouTube channel, that is also going to work for you. So start your preparation, use the material. Google is always your friend. So Google things, understand the pattern. See if you are able to solve the question or not. What on which particular topic you are facing the difficulty. So practice that particular topic, practice more and more questions. Obviously, the practice is the only thing that is going to help you. Like in the coding part also, I do get questions, I do get comments from the I do get comments from the students regarding that, okay, I'm not able to build the logic and so on. So the thing is that you have to practice the questions, practice as many questions as possible, look for the solution, understand the problem, understand the approach, and then again try to implement this by using any particular language in which you are comfortable at, whether it's Java, C++, or any other language. Like, so keep on practicing. Still you have time, like at least solve 2 coding questions daily and build this approach. First of all, what you can do if you're facing this problem of building logic. So first of all, for this, what is needed? Understand the problem. Right now, just think about it. That okay, if this problem is given to you, how you can solve this? Don't think about the data structure gonna use and all sort of stuff, array and all. Just think that okay, what strategy you can follow to solve this problem. Now just think that how should you have to write a code that is going to implement the same strategy that you have just thought. So this is how the building process is going to be developed. And if the program is kind of lengthy, then obviously the knowledge of data structure is also important. But with reference to data, with reference to thesis, I'm telling. So see, they'll be asking you questions from loops. Okay, so whatever coding question will be there, that will be involving loops, arrays, an array that can be 1D array or 2D array as well, right? String related question like a string manipulation question will be there. Some mathematical ways, some mathematics can be involved in the question that is given to you. So these sort of questions will be there. If else statements can be used, right? Or some questions will be there which can be easily solved. Like for example, one question was there that was involving some sort of range, that if this is the range, you have to print this thing. If this is the range that you have to print this thing, then obviously you can simply solve this by using if else statement. Right? So you have to understand, okay, what can I use here? And you'll be able to give the answer of that particular question, that what can I use here, just by practice. So practice as many coding questions as possible. And believe me, if you guys are solving the questions that is available on our platform itself, so that is also going to be very helpful for you. Right? So this was the whole thing. This was the whole strategy that you can follow for solving the question. In case if you are having any doubt and any of your query has not been answered, so make sure to drop a comment in the comment section. I'll be definitely replying to you, right? And also the two wonderful things that we are offering to you. The first one is the free NQT series, totally dedicated for NQT part on our new YouTube channel, that is Naukri for You. So make sure to check this. Also, if you want a proper live course where you can ask your doubts, where you can understand the things in a proper manner, then for this, we are having our live coding course that is going to be started from 15th of July. So make sure to be a part. Thank you for watching this video. Keep learning, guys. Keep coding, guys. Bye-bye.